it going for Adi Klerman, everybody. Keep that energy going. Come on. Give her a big old Long Island welcome to Adi Klerman, everybody.
Speaking of tall people, I'm not one of them either, so there we go. Hi everybody, how are you doing? Long Island, I've never been there, but how is it? What? Oh, perfect. I like that. Well, thank you everybody for coming. My name is Adi Klerman, or as I like to say, Adi like Adidas, or if you remember the 90s, Adi's nuts. So let's get this started. I am from, you guys really like that one. Very good. Let's get this started. I was born in India. Nobody. Now what? All right, but I was adopted by Jews. Really? Are you? Nobody. Anyway. Alright. When I was adopted by Jews, like legit Jews, my mom is from Israel. Like the land of milk and honey, the Holy Land, Shalom. It's very exciting. If any of you are celebrating Pesach right now, Passover. No? No? Okay. Yeah, alright. Hagsameach to you. If any of you are celebrating Easter tomorrow. If any of you are celebrating Easter tomorrow, cool, I guess. Welcome back, Jesus. That's great. Like, good for him. That's exciting. Very exciting. But anyway, so I'm adopted, and I joke with my mom all the time. I'm always like, Ima, and that Ima is mom in Hebrew, and I say, Ima, did you guys adopt me so you could get your kids on sale? And my mom, without missing a beat, she looked me down the eye and she was like, of course, baby, plus dark meat is cheaper. Yeah, it's funny because it's true. Yeah, I know. But it's interesting looking like this, but it's interesting looking like this, but being totally Jewish. I look completely Indian, but I know nothing about the culture. So your friend Sanjay Patel, like, I don't know him. I don't know him. But your friends Amanda Schwartz or Adam Rothstein, I totally know them, and they're probably my cousins. But it's also interesting looking like this and being part of two ethnic groups that are considered stereotypically pretty smart. Like every doctor, lawyer, engineer that you know is probably Indian or Jewish, and every doctor and lawyer that I know is probably Indian and Jewish as well. And if not, they're failures. But I thought that I was doing pretty well because I have a master's degree in counseling. Which, as an aside, is a total joke of a degree. It is a joke of a degree. It is a waste of time. It really just took me 3 years to learn how to say. I get the sense that that's really frustrating. Let's unpack that. But yeah, so it took me 3 years to get that degree. But it was funny because when I graduated, my mom was like, "Oh, a counselor? So you are not a psychologist?" And I was like, no, sorry, Mom. And then my friend Priyanka's mom was like, "Oh, that's okay. Not everybody needs their PhD." Bummer. But speaking of Jewish cousins, my Jewish cousin Ben is actually here tonight. He's sitting at that table right there. Mortifying him, and I love it. Ben actually is a psychologist. comes to dating. So I was at the bar recently, and I was talking to this guy, and we were chatting, and he was like, wait. You're an Indian princess and a Jewish princess?
Hell yeah.
Thank you. He's like, you must be a bitch to date. And I was like, yeah, I'm 41 and single, so I guess he was right. Yay! But if any of you like it short, brown, and round, like, just come talk to me. Long Island, that has never been my demographic. I was trying the Upper West, the Little in Brooklyn, but now I know where to go. I may even get my license back just to drive on out there. So that's exciting. But yeah, so dating has been interesting. And speaking of dating, I have a very handsome friend named Carl. Carl is in his early 50s, and Carl is a legitimate stuntman in the movies. Carl is a stuntman, and Carl only dates young models and actresses. So good for Carl.
Nice.
Right? Yeah, nice. So Carl called me up once and he was like, Adi, I don't know what to do. I feel so jealous because my 27-year-old Russian swimsuit model girlfriend has too many Instagram followers and it's making me feel insecure.
Poor Carl.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Carl. Like, I didn't know what to say except I said, Carl, I don't know what to say to that except I think you are suffering from what is known as hot people problems. You have hot people problems. Like, this is something that is not very common, but it does happen, and you have hot people problems. I mean, what is he going to tell me next? He's going to be like, my cheekbones are too high, I'm only getting offered leading man parts in blockbuster movies, it's so difficult, I only want to be in indie films. It's fun to be friends with Carl, but it's like a little difficult too. But speaking of hot people problems, I also have these friends who suffer from a similar affliction, and they suffer from what's known as rich person's disease. Do you suffer from that too? No. Okay. But let me tell you about it. So I recently went home to Ohio, where I'm from, and I went to a wedding, and I ran into these family friends. Let's call them the money bags. And the money bags, I told them that I recently moved to New York, and they were like, oh my God, Adi, we love New York. And I was like, that's great. And they said, when the kids were younger, we used to drop them off at school and then take the jet to New York for lunch. Have you ever been to Per Se? And Per Se is a real fancy restaurant if you've never been there. And I was like, no, I've never been to Per Se, ever. And I won't. Unless any of you want to take me, so thank you. Anyway, so they're like, have you been to Per Se? And I was like, no, I haven't. And then they said, and sometimes we were having too much fun at lunch, that when we flew back, we were late for child pickup. Can you believe it? Yes, Moneybags, I can believe it. If you take your jet to fly to New York from Ohio, you might be late coming back for child pickup. And I can also believe that the next time you fly to New York, I will fly to Ohio and rob your house. And be out of there before child pickup. I don't know. But that's my time. I'm Mindy Kaling. Thank you.
Just a friend reminder, I hate to be this guy. Please don't be on your phones when the comments are up here. It's just a respect thing. Thank you very much. All right, that's me being Nazi. We're going to move right along. We got the next guy. Keep it going for D.F. Sweetler, everybody.